Hello, YouTube. I'm back again. Yeah, I just want to talk about are we being brainwashed? I mean, it's just so much stuff going on out here in the world, and I try not to. I try not to watch it or comment on it, but it just, it's just there. You can't help but comment on it. Okay, I just want to say, YouTube has been on a purge again, so they purged a bunch of my subscribers, and they did something to a couple of my videos, and I just wanted you guys to know, but that's okay. They putting commercials. I mean, they putting ads on my videos. I don't know what the problem is. I'm trying not to say foul language or anything like that, but that's okay. That's okay. Let me go ahead and make this video. Are we being brainwashed? And the answer is yes. Every time we turn on the TV, every time we watch YouTube, every time we go to the store, it's a billboard, it's a commercial, it's advertising, and they're making everything look so good, like they got this incognito meat out there that they making it like it's the best new thing in the world. They telling you everything is okay. I just want to say this. Everything is not okay. We are in trouble. And if you're not prepping, you better start prepping. And don't be fooled. Especially if you're a senior citizen. We've been through this before. We know what the deal is. We know how the world is. I mean, we got Russia, China, Korea at our necks. Yeah, and it's not a pretty sight, but yet everything is so good and everything is going fast. To me, I don't even recognize this country anymore. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't recognize it. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for getting extra money, but it's gonna come at a cost, and that cost is gonna be inflation, and our dollars just dropping off the board. And it's going to come down the line. It's not going to affect me because I may not be around. You know what I mean? That's the way I feel about the whole thing. I might not be around because I'm a senior citizen. But I'm just saying, we being brainwashed. Right now, this country to me is more of a welfare state. We gave people so much money that they don't want to go back to work. I mean, we did. I understand that people are not making a living wage, but that's up to your bosses to start paying you. I can understand that. Go out there, march, protest, and give me some money. I mean, but right now the government is giving you money for nothing. What that Dire Straits song, "Money for Nothing and Your Chicks for Free," and that's where we at right now. These people, don't get me wrong. My daughter was caught in that pandemic when they closed down the state, and she couldn't work, and she was getting that extra money, but she been back to work for months now. But I'm just saying, there's people out there, they running a scheme on a lot of people where they don't have to go back to work. They just go up there and tell them, "Look, I'm scared of the COVID. I don't want to go back to my job. I'm scared of the COVID," and they will pay them $300 a week because they say they scared of the COVID. Get your shot. If you're that scared, COVID is out here. I don't think it's going anywhere soon. But I'm just saying, it's just crazy. And we being brainwashed, depending on the government. They got us what they want. They got us where they want us. And I was telling people, you got to be self-sufficient. Self-sufficient. Damn. Excuse me. Self-sufficient. And you got to grow your own food. You got to have your own water. You got to have your own supplies. But right now, we dependent on the government, and I didn't want to fall into this trap where they're going to sit up there and say, "Well, we're going to give you another stimulus package. We're going to give you another $2,000, another $1,000 here." See, they're giving us stuff. They're giving us stuff. And every time they give us stuff, it's going to come at a price. See, that's what I'm saying. It's becoming a welfare state. Let me tell you a little story that happened here in Ohio back when I was coming out of school. See, when I was coming out of school, we had this thing where they had it called a general relief program. And we had a welfare system that would pay, I don't know how much it was per kid. Every time you had a baby, you get a bigger check. So I actually know people personally that had kids intentionally to get a bigger welfare check. I mean, they had like 8 or 9 kids, and like each kid was getting like $400 or $500 a month, and then that was just adding on to the problem. And another thing, I'm telling you the truth. This happened in Ohio, in Cleveland, when I was coming up. He had these guys, and I know a good friend of mine. We was graduating. We was up walking across the stage. He was standing next to me, and I was talking to him. I was saying, "What college you going to? What school you going to? Where are you going?" He said he ain't going nowhere. He said he's gonna get on general relief on Monday. When he get out of when Monday comes, he's gonna walk down there and sign up for general relief. Now, general relief back in the day, they will pay you like $250 a month or something like that, you know, just for being a person. You know, fresh out of school, he was going down there, get him a girl, have a bunch of babies, get him a little check every month. She gonna have a check every month, and that went on for years until our governor came. Our governor, he's dead now. At that time, George Vonovich, he came in and he cut all that off. He cut all that off. He eliminated the general relief. He made it so that that you're only on 6 months on, 6 months off, and they limited the amount, and you had to find a job between those 6 months you were on, but they're gonna automatically cut you off at 6 months. Well, it was nice. It was good. I mean, now people work, and now that's the same thing we are at right now with this government. We got a welfare system where these people are so happy getting this unemployment money that they don't want to work. They don't want to go to school. They don't want to learn a skill. I mean, in America, that makes America weak. You know, that's what I'm saying. We're being brainwashed by the government because the government giving us so much money. Now, don't get me wrong. They talking about giving us Social Security recipients an extra $200 to keep us happy. You know, because we seen all this stuff before. You know, give it to me. Give it to me. I earned it. But I don't know. I read a comment. Somebody had said, "What about our 401ks? Wait till you get to the stage in your life and you tell me about your 401k." That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not gonna argue with you because everybody's 401ks is different. A lot of you people don't remember Enron. Ask them about their 401ks. Okay, well anyway. Because health insurance I almost said the MF word. Health insurance kills you on that, man. Because you got to pay. All right, but look here. That's all I wanted to say. I just want to say we're being brainwashed. The media's got us. The government got us. And if you're not careful, the communists is going to get us. Because everything is not what it seems. I mean, we being squeezed. I said that in one of my other ones. And we got to watch out because our options are limited right now. And we don't want to fall into where FEMA is taking care of us. And that's what it seems like right now. Because all this money they're giving out is like a plan that FEMA have to control the people. You control the food, you control the money, you control the people. People can't eat, drink, or anything unless you giving them money, unless you control them and telling them what to do. And that's where we almost at right now. I'm not saying this is a deep state plan. I'm just saying that things are not right here. Something is wrong with this. And then they talking about giving people $2,000 a month, and then they're gonna talk about giving them $1,000 all the time. Blah blah blah. Oh, phew. I can understand we got money, but I can see both sides of it because we just gave who was it? We gave somebody $112 million yesterday. Who was that? They had some kind of disaster or something like that. I think it was the Palestinian government that got bombed and blew up or something like that. So we gave them $112 million for something we ain't had shit to do with. Excuse me, say shit. But I'm just saying, they gave them $112 million, but you can't get the American people some money. But when you do want to give them some money, you go overboard, and then you fight and scrap like cats and dogs and bicker like kids, to give them the money. I'm like this: give them the damn money, and stop giving these other people the money, and then it won't be so bad when the outcome comes out. But like I say, don't get me wrong. Some people don't deserve the money. Some people need to take their butts back to work. There's other people that are out there struggling because they were caught up in that pandemic shutdown that really hurt us, and they trying to catch up. And I know people on both sides. I know people that's scamming, and I know people that's out there trying to make a living. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's bad people everywhere, and the good people always get caught up. And that's what I be saying when they talk about taking people guns. It's bad people with guns, and it's the good people out there that get caught up. I'm like, everybody should carry a gun. And I think the people in Texas, I think your governor thinks that's true too. Everybody should carry a gun, because if you got a gun and the bad guy got a gun and you pull that gun out and want to start shooting up people, you take him down. And that's the way I feel about that whole thing. I mean, I didn't want to make this video too long, but like I said, YouTube, they've been purging on my channel. And so I figured I'd just make this video because I wasn't going to make one today. Because I'm going live on Thursday at 2 p.m. But so that's all I wanted to say. Thank you, YouTube. Everybody take care now.